Flea and tick repelling dog soap, that is so easy to do. You know what, you can also use it yourself because it smells so nice, and it's a melt and pour soap base. It is oat milk and shea butter. It is sodium lauryl sulfate free. It is absolutely so beautiful for the skin, which is why I like to use it, and also it is great and soothing for my dog's skin as well. So I'm just going to melt this down. So you pop it in a bowl over a pan of boiling water and let that heat on the stove and melt down, and I will be back when that is done. Your soap base is melting. Get your mould ready. This is a great one with just a silicone liner, so you can just lift the whole thing up and tip it out when you go to cut it. Makes it really easy. And get your essential oils ready. So I am using geranium, cedarwood and citronella. So these are going to be really great to have on your dogs for repelling critters. But I also chose this combination because it does smell quite nice, and I tend to use the dog soap as well because I just always make theirs, and they're the soap that's always in the cupboard. And so I wanted it to smell quite nice for me as well. So you want about 40 drops to a kilogram of soap base. So whatever combination, I've actually gone for 15 drops cedarwood, 15 drops geranium and 10 drops citronella, but you can always experiment. And then I'm just waiting for my soap base to melt. So my soap base has now melted. Be careful because the bowl will be hot. Give it a good stir, and then I'm going to add my essential oils. So I've decanted them into a little egg cup here. Because I'm vegan, it's the only thing I use egg cups for now, but there you go. So give it a really good stir. It smells amazing. It's going to be really nice soap. And then you are just going to give it a really good stir and tip it into your soap mould like that. Let's give it a little bit of a scrape out as well. Okay, and then you're going to leave that till it's all set. I usually leave it overnight and then cut it up in the morning. The soap that's in here is great because it's going to harden, and I'm just going to actually use that to wash my dogs today. So waste not, want not. But it's a really, really beautiful soap. So I'll show you all about cutting it up tomorrow. So I've got my melt and pour soap. It is all set overnight. I've taken the silicone out of the wooden box, and then I'm just going to tip. So literally, you're just going to peel it back. Look, and I'm just going to tip this back. Tip this out onto my chopping board. Like that. Oh, it smells so good. Yeah, I like this combo. And then all you're going to do is cut it up. Now you can get a fancy sort of slicer thing. I just use my meat cleaver, which is probably not very good from the blade sharpening point of view. And then I kind of cut it into half and I cut it into slices. So that would be about the slice I have. And then what I actually do is I pop these in those soap saver bags that you can get, and then that's what I use to wash the dogs because it acts as kind of a bit of a sponge, and I have that and I wet it down and just wash them all, and it produces the most amazing foam. It's really foamy, it's really soothing, really nice to the skin, and that is it. And I'll end up using it myself as well. I should say as well, after I've cut them up, I wrap them in greaseproof paper and then just store them. So they will keep for absolutely ages. Just store it somewhere cool and dry. So, I hope that helps. Easy peasy, make it for your dogs and don't use anything toxic on them. And remember, you only get these benefits from using proper essential oils, the pure essential oils, not the fragrance stuff that you find on Amazon, because most essential oils come from the perfume industry and it's just the fragrance that is in the oils, and the real power comes from all those constituents that the perfume industry just are not interested in. But it's the perfume oils that are predominantly on the market. So if you want to get the proper stuff and if you want to learn how to use them correctly for yourself or your pets, then just drop me a comment and check out some of my free classes as well.